guys think that me and Sarah are more of a duo than a trio with Abby? And she was like, no, like I feel like you and Abby are more closer. And I was like, yeah, I don't really know why she's saying that. So it was like some jealousy problems. So like I hung out with both of them equally. There was never a time where I was not hanging out with the both of them. So yeah, that explains one thing. Second thing is like Abby started acting really weird towards me and Sarah. She would like make comments about our body and be like, you look so delicious, like stop being straight, like all that weird stuff. And I'm straight, so, and she was like, bye, and she was just like being really weird and not respecting my sexuality. I have nothing against homosexual people. It's just this like really weird encounter. And yeah, she was saying all this stuff about how she wanted to do things to me and how she wanted to kiss me and stuff. And so I was like, this is really gross. This is really gross. So in January of this year, I told her, I was like, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Like, you're really weird. Like, first thing she did was tell my crush that I liked him after multiple times of me telling her not to do that. She takes pictures of me off guard and sends them to people. And she says all this weird crap about me and Sarah, but especially me for some reason, which is really gross. So I was like, girl, I don't want to be your friend anymore. Like, you're really gross. And I was like, Sarah, you can do whatever you want. Don't let me influence you and Abby's friendship. And she was like, okay, I'll form my own opinion. And Abby was talking to Sarah, and she was talking to me, basically getting insight from both sides. And she just didn't feel comfortable because Abby was making those same comments to her. So she was like, okay, I feel like I'm gonna drop her too. And this was in the month of April, so like they were still talking for a decent amount of months. So I was like, okay, you do you, boo. And then like out of nowhere, so many people are like, are you gonna fight Abby? Like, are you gonna fight her? She said she wants to fight you and stuff. I'm like, what? Like, I never said I wanted to fight her at all. And she's like, on the bigger side, so I do not want to fight somebody that is bigger than me because that would end up terrible for me because I can't really fight like people that aren't my size. Like, if you're my size, I can fight you, but that's not the point, guys. That's not the point. And so I'm like, I Teams chat her on the school computer because this was during school, and I'm like, girl, like, why are you telling people that you want to fight me? Like, just stop doing that. And then she started making comments about my body again, and that's when I lost it. I was like, that's why you're hiding a burger under your belly rolls. And I guess that pissed her off because during lunch she was like side-eyeing me like she was about to kill me or something. And one of my friends was sitting at her table. I just got an alert, sorry. One of my friends was sitting at her lunch table, but she wasn't really my friend at the time, but we're friends now. She she said she wanted to R-word me. And he was like, yeah, that's not cool either. And she would say racist stuff to me too. Racist stuff to me. And so, yeah, it was like near the end of the day, because this was during lunch. So then I went home. Because I told the nurse I didn't want my mom to pick me up because I don't want to sound like I'm like some sort of girl that can't take anything. And so I go home and I'm like to my mom, because my eyes are red. I feel like I'm gonna like literally die. And so my mom is like, Gianna, I literally need to take you to the hospital, like right now. So we go to the hospital, and the doctors give me like so much medicine because I'm like, I literally feel like I'm gonna die right now. And so the doctor was like, he like tested me for a concussion and stuff, and he was like, yeah, Gianna, you have a moderate concussion, which is the second, like my highest type of concussion. Like the first one's like a mild concussion, the second one is moderate, and I forgot what the other, like the highest one is. And I'm like, oh my god. And he was like, do you want to stay like overnight or something? And I'm like, I don't know, like I really don't know. And so the next day, me and my mom, we go to the police station, and I make a police report because that's not okay. And I mentioned to the officer how the school didn't call the police, and he was like, oh, that is so bad. That is so bad. And the officer was like, what? And her mom, Abby's mom, was encouraging her to literally beat me up until I can't breathe. And it was just like a whole thing. It was a whole thing. So anyways, after I made the police report, my lawyers got in touch with her. And so I basically took her to court, and I wrote a victim letter saying how it affected me, how I'm scared to literally go to school, and like I can't even trust people anymore because they're gonna pull some like this heinous stuff on me like this. And it was just so insane. So I took her to court, and that happened, and the judge obviously was like, you shouldn't have went through that. So he gave her juvenile time. He made her see a mental counselor because she played the I have a mental illness card, but she doesn't. She's a faker. I'm not trying to invalidate her in any way, but she's literally, guys. So yeah, I'm still like experiencing the side effects of what she did to me, because obviously this is a head injury and it messes with the chemicals in your brain. So it was just a really scary and traumatic thing, and I'm still having problems trusting people to this day. So I don't know, it's just really scary, and I need to like do better on who I associate